Colic affects up to 1 in 4 newborn babies. It's nothing new, and if you're a parent with a colicky baby, you've probably heard it a dozen times. Don't worry, they'll grow out of it. But what if that well-meaning advice is actually preventing your child from getting the help that they need? What if your baby's constant crying, arching back, and sleepless nights aren't just something to endure, but rather their body trying to tell you something important about their nervous system? The truth is, babies simply don't grow out of colic, and today we're going to explain why this matters so much for your child's long-term health and development. This video is for exhausted parents of colicky babies who've tried everything, from diet changes to probiotics to colic drops, but still haven't found lasting relief for their little one's distress. We're going to reveal the surprising connection between birth trauma, nervous system dysfunction, and colic, and why addressing these root causes early can prevent years of chronic health challenges for your child. I want to tell you a story about baby Bindi. Before finding neurologically focused chiropractic care, Bindi struggled with severe colic, reflux, and difficulty sleeping. She would cry nonstop during the car ride, was constantly irritable, and showed classic signs of distress like stiffening and arching her back. Her mom felt completely overwhelmed and helpless, but here's where it gets interesting. After being consistent with care that focused on her nervous system, everything changed. Mom reports she is content in the car and sleeps like an infant should. Her colic is long gone. She is such a happy baby and is now progressing and growing into more developmental motor milestones that would have never happened before. She is a completely different baby, and we are so grateful. Let's get into the science behind the real root cause of colic. Colic isn't just about digestive discomfort. It's a sign of deeper neurological stress and dysfunction that starts early on in life. When a baby arches their back and stiffens their neck during a crying episodes, they're actually showing us signs of neurospinal tension and nervous system stress. This stress typically begins during pregnancy or birth, especially with interventions like C-sections, forceps, or vacuum extractions. Adding on to that, let's talk about the birth trauma connection leading to colic. Physical interventions during birth can create significant pressure on an infant's delicate upper neck and brainstem area. This area houses the vagus nerve, the master controller of digestion, sleep, emotional regulation, and immune function. When birth trauma creates tension and misalignment, or what we call subluxation, it disrupts normal vagus nerve function. And this doesn't always have to be in the physical term of when we think of C-sections, vacuum extractions, where something physical is happening. It can also happen with labor. If baby is stuck in a position that their head is turned a little bit and they're getting pushed through the vaginal canal, then this constant pressure is changing the area of that vagus nerve as well. The other thing that can happen is if the birth is really fast or really slow, then again, added pressure on that vagus nerve if nothing's getting through. Also, if it's really fast, then they're getting pushed really fast and hard through this. So happening a lot faster than it typically would. Now let's clarify the reason why babies don't grow out of colic. It's the same neurological dysfunction causing colic that also affects other crucial developmental processes. Without proper care, colicky babies often progress to having recurrent ear infections, respiratory issues, sensory processing challenges, sleep difficulties, digestive problems, and emotional regulation struggles. Each round of antibiotics or medications can further disrupt the gut-brain connection, creating a cycle of chronic health challenges. But before we finish off, it's important to understand the role of the nervous system and how it relates to colic. Your baby's digestive system is completely controlled by their autonomic nervous system. When subluxation creates sympathetic nervous system dominance, fight or flight stress response, it directly impacts digestion, motility, sleep patterns, immune function, overall comfort, and contentment. This explains why traditional colic care plans focusing only on digestion often fall short. So how do we find this neurological stress in a newborn here at Generations Chiropractic? Let's walk you through some of the scans and the technology that we use. We use 2 different scans on infants. One is called the HRV and the other is called thermography. The scans are one tool that we have that can show us where your newborn's stress is within their brain and body. First, I want to show you this scan right here. This is our thermography scan, and it measures the regional effects of subluxation and dysautonomia. It's particularly helpful in understanding digestive issues, immune challenges, and sleep problems. These scans can be performed on anyone from day 1 old infants to adults, but it helps us really explain why children struggle with things like colic, reflux, chronic ear infections. And it's really important to use on infants because they can't really tell us what they're feeling or what's going on either. Now I want to show you this scan right here. This is our HRV scan. And this measures your child's ability to adapt to stress or get out of stress. It shows us if their nervous system is stuck in what we call fight or flight mode, that chronic stress. We can also understand things like sleep issues or behavioral challenges. Also provides clear evidence of improvement as we progress through care. It really shows us that vagal tone or how the vagus nerve is working. So the good news is that gentle, specific, neurologically focused chiropractic care can help release this stored tension and restore proper nervous system function. Just like with baby Bindi, we see transformations every day in our office. Babies who go from constant crying to peaceful contentment, from sleepless nights to restful sleep, from digestive distress to comfortable feeding. If you're tired of being told to wait it out while watching your baby struggle, it's time to try a different approach. At Generations Chiropractic, we specialize in helping colicky babies and their exhausted parents finding lasting relief through gentle, safe, and effective care that addresses the root cause of their discomfort. Take the first step towards helping your baby find relief by scheduling a neurological insight scan with our team. To learn more, you can visit the link in our bio on Instagram or comment below to see how we can help your little one thrive and not just survive through these early months. Your baby's nervous system holds the key to their comfort and development. Let us help you unlock it.